Okay. Can you hear me? Should be able to hear me. But, hey Alk, how was your stream? I wish I'd gotten to tune in, but I was on my way home from work and and getting ready for stream myself. Ooh, is that? Oh, that's the one I didn't get to. / forgot to do. Yeah, the backs on these are not quite fully cured because I just so I pour the front bits first and then demold them, flip them over and pour a layer of clear over the back just to make sure that it's fully smooth and domed. And I just poured the backs on some of these on Sunday. So they're not fully cured, but they're cured enough for me to work with them. I just have to be careful not to like scratch at them. So I've got a bunch of my trans charms ready to go. So I think we will work on putting the stuff in these and then putting the tops on them. I am late just like Henry, my gosh. Only by a couple minutes. Hey Dobby. Yeah, a little bit early. Well, early for you. And hey Merlin. Oh no, boops. Accelerated boops. So Kara was planning to do some painting tonight. I need my bits to go inside of these. Kara was planning to... Oh, I'm probably going to put something in that one though, so we'll leave that out. But she is still at her hair appointment. Well, she's on her way home from her hair appointment. She's almost home. So once she gets home and gets dinner set, she might decide to hop on for a bit, but... Join games? Oh yes, I do need to join games. I will join the games. Where are my tweezers at? There they are. Okay, I actually have those centered. Excellent. So this is box number 1 of bits. Rainbows. Rainbows are good. Rainbows are good for Pride. Let's do rainbows. Yeah, my sister-in-law has been in labor for about 6 hours now. She's, according to my brother, she's doing real good. She's got an epidural, so she's feeling all right. Boy just doesn't want to be born. Would press the BGA button, but lack of twitch. That is true. I'll get to that here in a second. I'll do another rainbow in there. These are also the ones that I'm going to be putting, well, the bigger ones. I will be doing the FF symbols on. So I want the insides to be a little bit more simplistic because the tops of them are going to be kind of chaotic. Oh, I have these beads too. These are nice. Nice, pretty, pearly beads. 3? Yeah, we'll do 3. What else? What else? Oh, I've got stars. Gotta pick out the right color ones. Do we go 2 on the nose and do stars in stars? Actually, I'll do stars in one of the moons. Pink and blue, and I do have white. Do some of each. Yeah, so these are the in progress form of the charms I showed you. They're called shaker charms because once they're finished, they'll be filled up with oil and sealed so you can shake them. But yeah, it's the same process. Let's see. have little sakura blossoms. Let's actually put those in here. The potion bottle isn't, this one is not necessarily trans pride. I just had extra blue. Purple? Purple works. Kupo! I am live. You can decide to jump in when you're done with soup or not, as you please.
I might just hijack your stream tomorrow.
But ma'am, tomorrow is Pokemon Day.
Not anymore.
Also, it's too late.
How's it look?
Ooh, it's bright. I like it. This one's too light colored. I don't like that one in there. Ah! No, I dropped it into the wrong bin. Come back here. There we go. Orange? Yeah, orange is bright. We'll do orange in there. Maybe another white one. Yeah, there we go. One more. Because this one's a pretty small charm, and I'll be putting other things in it as well. We'll leave it there for now. Let's see what else. What else? What else? That might be it for this box. Ooh, I know. Let's put some bubbles in this potion bottle. Oh, two salmon. A whole variety of colors in here. Here we go. And maybe a real dark blue. Yeah. And that one blends in too much. This is my artistic process, as I just kind of mutter to myself. There we go. Okay. What else have I got? Where's my other boxes? Let's see here. Those. Those as well. Okay. These are neat. I've got little star confetti in various colors in little tiny bottles. Fun fact, a lot of this junk that I'm using to fill the interiors, well, okay, so not the clay pieces. So these little, what I've been using so far are clay pieces. That are technically, like they're marketed toward and they're used by nail artists. Because if you have like the really nice fake nails, that's what they'll like resin over top and like do the cool nail art with. But it's just little clay polymer pieces. But a lot of this stuff, like a lot of the glitter and the beads and stuff of what I've got in these boxes, came from Dollar General or like the dollar store. Do I want to put even more stars in here? No, let's put some stars in here. The light might not show up super well, but then I also have silver. So that's why they're in like these funky little bottles, because they came from the dollar store. Party confetti. There we go. Those show up a lot better. Got other colors too, but... And then, let's see, I've got silver and gold glitter and silver and gold little tiny ball bearings. I usually use the ball bearings in the potion bottles because they're nice and tiny. do silver. Oh, Yelk did press a BGA. Helps if I pay attention to chat. Okay, let's do a BGA. I do not have... I only have like Board Game Arena itself loaded on my layout, and that's only if OBS decides to behave. Come on. There it is. Load. There we go. But I will very quickly pull up my other window. Where is my join boards window? Fun fact, I just keep that website open all the time. There we go. Let's see. Ooh. I do like card games. Pardon as I just kind of cycle through these real quick. I suppose it helps if I pull up chat on my phone. Dragon Castle, no highlighting. What you doing messing with our settings? Unconventional Dragon Castle. Untraditional Dragon Castle. Interesting. Equinox looks fun. Join that one. Join that one. I know, this is very riveting content. I'm very sorry. No, what am I saying? I'm not sorry at all. Because I enjoy board games. I swear I will get to playing them in a moment. Ooh, Hanabi is good. Yay, hand and foot. Foot, 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 foot. Please, nobody clip that out of context. So many King Domino games. Ooh, two-person King Domino? Fight. Content you can't even see. I know, I'm the worst. I am the worst streamer known to man. 7x7? Ooh. Nifty. Ooh, yay, new trick-taking board game for me to be terrible at, but enjoy. Unless we've played this one before and I just forgot. Let's see. I'm down to S. I'm almost there. Stella, yes, good. Always play more Stella. Fun fact, there's always a lag. It just depends on, it can be a larger lag or a smaller lag depending on your internet connection and what device you're watching on. In your case, it's probably a slight difference between your actual wireless internet connection and whatever network your phone is on is probably causing the slight difference. But yeah, there's always a little bit of latency on Twitch. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. Okay, cool. That is the whole list. Now I will actually play the games. You can see the games though, yes? Ah, yes. The Railways game that's only half over and I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably make a plan. Denver to St. Louis might be doable. We're almost done this half. Yes, all empty city markers have been placed for the eastern phase. This turn will be completed normally and then the western phase will begin. Alright, so let's just try to build up cash reserves and deliver some stuff. Complete. And next. Spades. Oh, I'm first player. I probably should have made a note of that. That's fine. Next. Hearts. All the card games. Oh, I don't have any spades. Haha. Take that. Next. Have we already lost this round? Maybe not quite. I sure hope not. Next. Azul. Yellow. Oh no. One. Yes, good. One quilt tile. Next. There. Okay, next. Yeah, I did not plan sufficiently in that Railways game, so I'm just kind of winging it. I think I want to pull from the deck here. More crab. I already have 2 crab. So I think I'll take that and play that there. And turn. Next. The game where I am slowly chipping away at Kite. Ooh. Let me just take that bright. And it immediately gets replaced with another bright. That's fine. Wizard. I don't think any of us are making their bids this round, guys. This is a round of hubris. Good old-fashioned hubris. Stella. Okay, yep, that is one of the blurry games. Next. Castles. I get to choose where to put my starting castle. Scroll down, scroll down. Ooh! 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 I think I want it. I usually play heavy on ships and aminals. So I think I want my castle here. I'll go with that. Because you have to build out from wherever your castle starts, and all the tiles you play have to be touching at least one other tile. So where you put your starting castle can actually make a lot of difference. Okay, next. Takedo. Oh, you have to choose which player token. Okay, so Shubei the Messenger. Draw one encounter card at each of the 3 intermediary inns. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Or Hirotara. Add 1 coin from the reserve to your temple offering each time you make a temple offering. I'm gonna go with Shubei. Played him before. I like him. Okay, next. Yes. King Domino. Well, Kitte's taken the only crown. Let's just rack up. There we go. Next. There will be more crowns. Okay. Kitte took the Crane Bright, so I'll just take the Phoenix Bright. This is fine. Next. One to exchange with my teammate. My teammate is yellow. Oh, this is right. This is the start of the new game, so pretty much everything is going to be useless. Here, you can have that one. I don't want it. Next. And that's the blurry game. Okay. Blurry game is a filter extension browser plugin thing lovingly coded by Kitte to help us keep from unintentionally cheating in highly cooperative games. And they very graciously granted me use of it. Okay, there we go. Games achieved. I should have been eating while I was playing board games. It's alright. Everything is fine. Gonna casually drink my coffee here. In a fine North American tradition. I don't know if I can get a good shot of this. There's McDonald's, or there's Monopoly pieces on it. Fine old North American tradition. So we have Algonquin Provincial Park, which is a yellow. And... ooh, a railway. RMHC Alberta. Excellent. Useless. And my burger has some too. Underneath the crispy stickers. Yeah, so fun fact, McDonald's Monopoly in Canada has been rewritten so that it's like Canadian locations and things. It's kind of funny. Stupid crispy stickers. Robson Street, which is in Vancouver, is a green. And... come on. The Sea to Sky Highway, which is a purple. Useless. I did win a free donut the other day, though. Okay, let's see. No, I did not win anything. Like I said, I won a free donut the other day, though. Let's do... Actually, no. Let's do... silver ones here. And they just kind of make good filler. Because they settle down at the bottom and just kind of create texture. Ooh, that's a lot. That's okay. And I saw one escape. There it is. Get back in there. I've got glitter. I'll do just a little bit. Again, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. A little bit of extra texture. Let's do some gold in this one. Oops. Yeah, it's fine. It's out of the way. Alright, what else have I got here? Other glitter. splash of hair, as to be expected. I've got some little pink hearts. Let's put some of those. Well, okay, I guess we're putting them in here. And little blue flowers that are just the right colors. Oh no. Oh, it's gone. I dropped it in the wrong box. Let's see, a few more of the pink ones. There we go. Returned with pizza, and Miller has been given scritches. Ooh, and a pig's ear. Oh, he's spoiled tonight. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Oh, I've actually got some larger multicolored stars. Let's do blue and green. Go for a little bit more of a rainbow theme in this one. And gold and purple and red. Is that all the colors I have? Oh, I've got silver. Come here. I think there's a second blue one stuck to it. That's okay. Put a second green one too. There we go. Give it some extra color. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? I've got some larger round sequins. No. I don't like putting the shiny things in too much with the clay things because the contrast is too great, I think. That might just be me. I'll put some sequins in here. I've got multicolors of those too. So what's on your pizza, Yalk? What does a Yalk have on his pizza? I think I've got gold ones. I do have gold ones. That's fun. I like that. I've got blue ones too. Come here. Come here. I am not the most dexterous with my... Got it. With my tweezers. There we go. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. And then I've got sequins and gems and things. Let's see. Some really nice heart-shaped gems, but I only have them in blue. But I mean, not everything has to balance. Let's look at these cool kind of round gems. Ooh, yeah, I like those in there. Let's do maybe 2. Yes. No. We'll just do 1 and then put some other smaller things in there. It's got smaller hearts. We'll do a big one and a couple little ones. Kupo! Soup! Ooh, Pacific veggie. Tomato sauce, cheese, mushrooms, onions, black olives, spinach, diced tomatoes, roasted red peppers, feta cheese, and shredded provolone. Ooh, definitely not my kind of pizza, but by all means enjoy. Ooh, and cookies for Carby. Yeah, Carby's refusing to show up on screen again. Let me see if I can do the refresh thing. Vroom vroom's outside. Eventually Carby may decide to join us. Don't think any of these fit the vibe I'm going for. The green ones are kind of weird. They're all sort of weirdly off color. Let's see. You get us a new Carby and we can't even see what it looks like? It'll show up eventually, I hope. Let's see. I've got real nice bright red. Actually, let's do maybe a couple of these things in here. Or... Ooh, actually, yes, that works out well. Do some of these beads in here. And maybe some of the little tiny beads too. Matt, come back here. I've got opaque ones and I've got clearish ones. Maybe the clearish ones. If they can stay in my tweezers. Trying to decide if there's anywhere else we want some of the beads to go. I don't think so at the moment. Oh yeah, Carby's on the page, like on my About page, my actual Twitch page. It's supposed to show up on the video screen as well. It's supposed to be on down in the area down here that's like underneath my Spotify. And he's just deciding not to load into OBS for some reason. OBS being the software that I'm actually using to stream. So he's supposed to show up on the page. He just doesn't want to. See, I've got pink beads too. But I gotta decide, do I want... Actually, let's do maybe one of each, the pink and like the lavender blue. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, let's put some of those in there. And the little tiny ones. Yes. Maybe also a couple of the opaque pink ones, just because. Don't want too much of anything, but Ah! Come back here. Oh, there we go. So that it's not quite so monotone. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Need to see if I can find some of like blue seed beads along these lines too. Again, I mostly get these at the dollar store, so I'm kind of limited by what selection they have at any given time. Yeah. That seems good. Split pea soup foams up? Oh no. I did not know that either. Also got these little things, which are fun. I think I want one in here and one in there. Ooh, there's a silver one. Let's do that up here. We can do a second one in there. Silver and, oops, not two, just one. Oh, wait, one. There we go. Actually, let's do thick soups. Do that? Oh my. Let's do a dark blue one in here. Again, just for a little extra variety, so it's not quite so uniform. There we go. Another one in there. Okay. So I think these are all filled now. So the next step is to start tracing out the tops for them. So I've got my piece of plastic here that you probably can't see very well because it's clear. And where'd I put my pen? There it is. And Sasha hair. So I just try to trace as many onto one sheet as I can. Stay lined up, please. Mark on the plastic, please. There we go. That fits. be super exact. I'm gonna try to give myself as much wiggle room as I can. And so steady hands, what are steady hands? Steady hands are a myth. Everything is fine. My gosh, come on. Ah, nope, don't move. Let's try this one. There we go. Yes, good. I love when I can fit it nicely. And utilize the edges of previously cut bits. Just have to be careful not to smudge my lines, because this marker will smudge off really, really easily. But that's actually what I want, because then once I cut them, I have to wipe all the lines off. So if they come off a little easier, it's better than. I'm not going to be able to fit them all on this sheet, but that's okay. I think that's the last one I'll be able to fit. Yep, see, I smudged that there. That's all right. As long as I can still see it to cut, that's all that matters. Okay. Black Friday is coming and we can probably get a good one on sale. Probably. I mean, slow cookers are not that expensive to start with. Just casually. Make this a little easier to handle. Nope, come back, little plastic shard. Sasha will try to eat you. When do we shake the charms like Polaroids? Not yet. Not until after they're sealed. I mean, you can shake them now, but then you'll just be very sad afterwards. I heard that, Kara. What is the cat doing? Besides her best? Question mark. Oh, she screams? She always screams. Screaming is just what she does. I didn't hear a thunk at all. Alright, almost done with the cutting here. Again, clean up all my little plastic shards. It is charm night. Hey, Randus. Yeah, this pen, so I used to use a Sharpie to draw the lines. And while the lines stayed nice and crisp and clear, it was a little bit, it worked a little too well because it was a pain in the ass to actually scrub the marks off of the plastic afterwards. So I switched to just a felt tip pen. And while I have to be a little bit more careful not to smudge them while I'm cutting, it comes off the edges much, much nicer. You're all very charming. So are you, Yalk. So are you. Here we go. Okay, so that's the edges cleaned off. And now we get to start doing the fun parts. Oh, so when I was younger, you know, like preteen, teenage, I did the thing where I would like plaster things to my walls, but times a million. Any doodle I ever did in class, I then came home and taped to my walls. And Mom has had to strip them all off and scrub them. Okay, so the 2 potion bottles are good as is. These guys, however, because these are going to be jobstone charms. Let's see. I should break and actually eat my food here in a minute. I will do that in a second. So we've got 2 moons, a heart, and a star that are going to be jobstones, and plenty of Sasha hair. And then I've got my templates here. So the way that this works, oh, I do need my Sharpie. Sharpie-chan. My Sharpie that's just mildly coated in clay. So I've got all of my jobstone symbols, plus the high qual symbol, plus the Archon's mark. Because then what I do is I just lay it over whichever one I choose, trace it, and then once it's actually sealed to the charm, then I go over it again with paint. Because I found trying to paint it first, you have to be really, really careful not to crack the acrylic paint or scratch it when you're then sealing it to the charm. But doing it this way, I have a template, and then I can just kind of go over it with the paint. Miller has presented his butt into me. That's the best way to request rubs. So we've got 4. Which 4 job symbols do we want to do? Or I guess which 4 symbols, since we also have the high qual mark and the Archon's mark. I'm waiting for either Merlin and or Randus to scream Bard at the top of their lungs. Okay, I am going to take a brief break and wolf down my lunch dinner. We have a vote for Gunbreaker. Do I remember which one Gunbreaker is? Do I remember? Yes, Gunbreaker. So we have Gunbreaker, Bard, or Sage. Okay. Gunbreaker, Bard, Sage, and Warrior. Cool. We'll do it that way. I'll make the Heart Bard. Let's actually put Warrior on the star. And then we'll do Gunbreaker and Sage for the moons. All right. I'm going to take a brief break to run to the bathroom and wolf down my dinner. And then we will do the tracings on these. So everybody get up, stretch, refill your drinks, and I'll be back in a minute or 2. Thank you for patience, friends. I was very hungry. Okay. And bonus points, this means that when I do the painting, I don't have to try to, like, eyeball the angles or anything. They're already right here. There we go. So there's warrior. Let's actually do sage sideways. I think that'll be cool. Try to make sure I don't move it too much. Another side benefit to this is if the paint ends up cracking, which acrylic paint is wont to do when you paint it onto plastic, it'll show through the black Sharpie instead of showing through. There we go. There's sage. And then could do Gunbreaker with the points up. Could do Gunbreaker. Ooh, points down might be kind of cool. There's actually a jobstone that's shaped like that. I think it's Warrior. Oh, stretch and hydrate. And look at Theo Blep. Okay, I can do that. Hey, Amari. Good evening. I am pausing to look at Theo Black. Nope, that channel is up. Please scroll. Come on, Discord. I know you are tired. My laptop is making noises at me. Oh my god. I think I've seen that one before. Oh, such a blap. I was saying that isn't there one that's crescent moon shaped? I think it's the warrior one. I don't remember. But there's a jobstone where it itself is kind of moon shaped, isn't it? Or am I misremembering? Yeah, laptop does go vroom. It's still not as bad as our poor old PS4 trying to run Final Fantasy 15 though. And I have hydrated. Thank you, friends. Self-care is important. The warrior... Yeah, that's what I thought. The warrior stone is a lopsided crescent moon kind of shape. That's alright. We've got warrior on a star. That'll work. So let's do Gunbreaker on here. Just had a brief moment where I was like, wait, this is Gunbreaker, right? Yes, yes it is. There we go. Gunbreaker. And then last but not least, well, until I trace some more. Come here. Come on, plastic. There we go. Bard. The intention is more of the axe head. Yeah, it's true. PS4. Yeah, PS4s just kind of do that. Ooh, Miller Blep. And we'll have to take a look at that in a second. Miller Blep is also very important. I love when doggos blep. go, Bard. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the mystery bagel, right. It is for you if you want it. The Tim Hortons on campus opened today. Oh my god, Miller. Baby. The Tim Hortons on campus opened today for like a trial run, soft opening kind of thing. And when they closed, they had some pastries left over, and rather than throw them out, they brought them around to staff. And I grabbed the bagel thinking it was chocolate chip, but it's not, it's raisin. So if you or Jade wants it, you're welcome to it. Okay. I need that. My USB cord to plug in my UV light. Come on, in you go. There we go. And then this is probably too bright to have on camera. Oh yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's just a UV nail light, but that's what I use to harden the light cure resin, which is how I stick these things on. So I have my UV resin, which hardens. I mean, technically it'll even harden under sunlight. It just takes a while, but it hardens under a UV nail light like that. Oh, Sasha hair. So the way I stick the tops on these, and my camera tilted again, didn't it? And it's just gonna be like that. Is I put, where's my notch? There's the notch. So just put a little bit of, oh, did I not? This is a new bottle. Did I not unseal it? No, I did not unseal it. That would be the problem. That would be the problem. Pizza bagels? Ooh. Alright, so now... Okay, it doesn't come out too fast. Just all along the edge here. Use a toothpick to make sure there's no bubbles. Spread it out a little bit. I want it to go up to the edge of the notch, but not into the notch. You probably can't tell too much, but there's like a notch here, and that's where I will stick the nozzle of the bottle in to fill it with oil once the top is sealed on. So now I put the plastic over. And then stick it under the UV light. Just move this over an inch. I'm almost out of frame. I didn't want to get too much of the edge of the table in. This fisheye lens is a pain. Definitely gonna look into getting the getting the one that Yalk has, because that's a nice camera. Let's see. So we only have the 1 star, so this has got to be Warrior. Warrior of Sequins. This UV resin is a bit more watery than the other bottle I had, but that's alright. That just means it spreads a lot nicer. Probably doesn't require as much. And then the nice bit about some of these is that there's not really any concept of up or down. Stick that under the UV light. Yeah, the problem is if it's too far from the edge of the table, my hand is at an awkward angle to try to get precision. Leftover Halloween pizza. What constitutes Halloween pizza? I have a little bit of a concern. All right. Okay, so now we have a little bit of choice. Well, okay. Let me do this one. Oh, I see the back on this one is not super level. That's why it keeps rotating, because it's sitting on a curve. Pepperoni pizza shaped like a jack-o'-lantern. Oh, cute. Also yummy. Okay. And this one should be ready for coat 2. I found that it's best to put a secondary coat over the top of it. Don't have to be as careful with it. It just helps seal things in. Man, this one's real watery. I kind of like it. Because that'll make the top coating of resin a lot easier too. the light. Should let those go for another minute or two. Yeah, candy corn is... Ugh. We used to get the chocolate candy corn, and I would go through it and bite off the chocolate bit and leave the orange and white bits, because that was the only part I could stand at all. Candy corn on pizza sounds horrible, to be honest. Yeah, candy corn butts, exactly. Not to be confused with the fry butts, which I have definitely told that story on stream. No, Randus, those aren't sugar. Those are chalk. Like, if you ran out of sidewalk chalk, you could just go grab a bag of the candy corn hearts, honestly. Or the, candy hearts, is what I meant to say. Alright, coat 2. Sasha, get your hair out of here. And sealed, because I have had these pop open mid-fill before and it's not fun. What does this brand say it needs to? Put in UV lamp for 60 seconds, rotate and repeat. Okay, so like 3 to 4 minutes. They're already playing Christmas music on the radio? No! Just no. I'm so sorry. This is why I don't listen to the radio. Sorry, I'm just waiting on these to cure up so that I can rotate them through. I need a bigger nail lamp. Still so soft. How? In you go. I'm used to my other brand that like cures it instantly. Have fun, Randus. Good luck with your math rocks. Not gonna get this brand again. I don't like it as much as the other one. But that's why I got the small bottle. Anyone else got fun plans for the night? Besides Randus killing some players and us having delicious pea soup. What brand is it? It's Signature Crafts is what it's called. The other one I have is a Amazon special brandless, but it works real well. Actually, I think there might still be enough in here. I know I'm running low, so I got a new bottle, but I might see if I can squeeze the last little bit out of this one. I'm waiting on Henry. Gosh, right? Yeah, my sister-in-law has been in labor for T-minus 7 hours now, at least. Sophie and Toffee? Okay. I don't know that I've ever heard of that brand before. Is there anywhere in particular I would need to go to get it? Or is it... Because like I said, I've never heard of that one. Also, kit bashing is fun, Yalk. What kind of kit bashing? Ooh, links are good, thank you. Much appreciated. He is stubborn. Well, how long were you in labor with Andrew? I do not remember. Not a clue. I don't even remember when Andrew was born. Like, what time of day. Because I know I was born, like, first thing in the morning. Still really tacky. Give it some time to because sometimes they'll like harden up even more once they're out from under the light, so I will let those go for a minute, and we'll go back to my old resin, which I know works. Okay, so for the heart for Bard, we have these two. I think I'm gonna go with the rainbow colored stars for Bard, because it just, you know, battle effects and such. Yeah, this brand is much thicker, but it also sets up much nicer. So I hear the soup beepies. Get that little bit of clay off of it. Wiggle it around, make sure it's centered. In we go. Andrew and Kay both just after 3 p.m. Oh man, 12 hours on each of us? Jesus. And assorted Warhammer bits to make Chaos Space Marines? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I can hear the soup going beep. Or at least I can hear the oven timer going beep. Alright, and now... So we've got these 3. For Warrior and Gunbreaker. Or rather, sorry, Sage and Gunbreaker. Warrior's our star over there. I think I'll use this one for Sage. And then... What do you think? Rainbows for Gunbreaker? I mean, they're probably going into my shop if I like them when they turn out. I have a box of rejects already, of ones where I've gone through because I'm still figuring out how best to do them, and I've got a whole box of rejects where they just didn't quite turn out as good as I wanted them to, so they're not going anywhere. Like the ones that are the lighter colored blue, once I had seen the darker blue, I decided I didn't like them. But yes, theoretically these should be going up on my shop. If I end up liking them once I get through the whole process. Because there's like another 4 steps to do after this. I have to actually paint the symbols on them. And then they have to go through another... Well, and then they have to get filled and sealed. And then they go through another round of resin over the top to seal the paint in. And then I put the hardware on. And then they're done. Have a reject sale or mystery bags. Ooh, mystery bags is a good idea. Because I do that with some of my dice bags. I've got some dice bags that have various flaws in them. Either mistakes in the stitching or puckers in the fabric or what have you. They just haven't quite come out. And I have those on for a lower price. But mystery bags is a good idea. Especially once I get a good stock of Pokemon charms. Because then it can be like, yeah, sure, buy exactly the Pokemon you want. Or if you don't see the Pokemon you want on my shop, buy a mystery bag. And you never know what you'll get. That could be kind of cool. That just means I have to actually, like, do more charms. I'm getting back into it. I kind of fell off of it for a month or two because I was just so goddamn busy all the way through September and October. But I think life is finally gonna chill out a little bit, maybe. Because, like, through September and October, we basically did not have a weekend off. Just between bachelorette party and bridal shower and actual wedding and the start of school for me and everything else going on. Well, and then we went up to the cabin for my birthday weekend. Like, it's just been a bit of a nutso fall. I mean, and not to disparage that, it's been great. We've just been so busy. And I am looking forward to a winter that's gonna be a bit quieter, hopefully. Until, like, January or February when we go down to visit the new baby. If he ever arrives. I don't know, she might still be in labor in January or February. Haha, got it. See how fast that was? These are already set up. I mean, they're still a little bit tacky, but I'm not leaving fingerprints on them like I am those. Henry doesn't want to get out of bed. It's warm. I mean, according to my brother, she's doing pretty good. She's doing all right because she's got an epidural, so she's not feeling too much of the pain. And she's doing all right. They're just kind of waiting. I did just hear my phone go off, but considering my mom's not yelling in chat, I presume it was not a birth announcement. Okay, so that's layer 2 on that one. Sasha. No hair. Also, by the way, she is, if anyone is wondering, she is not allowed in here while I'm working with resin. Oh, that's it. Oh, shoot. I did not trim that properly. That will be a problem. Just sand off and resin over the rest of it. But that's not gonna seal super well. Okay. I have to do a little kit bashing of my own. And I'm just gonna have to hold it under the light for a minute while it sets up. Yeah, I trimmed the plastic poorly and it was overhanging the edge of the mold, which is unfortunate and not what you want. Although I could probably just peel the top off. I'll see how well this sets and then I might have to do that. Sand the trim later. Yeah, I will. The problem is just making sure it seals properly. Yeah, but I think that'll be okay. I think that'll work. Yeah, this is the first nibbling. First nibbling for me, first grandbaby from mom. Well, and dad, obviously. But dad's not in chat. Presumably. Oh, there's gonna be so much Sasha fur in these. Ooh, yep, Sasha fur. At least it came off. Stay there. That one's done. You can paint that one. Oh no! Oh, poor mom's enter button. I mean, 6 hours is what we used to do to go to grandma's. That's how far away dad's parents lived, more or less. second coating on this one. Let's have another couple minutes. Yeah, North American distances are ridiculous. I mean, Dobby, if you drove for 12 hours, you'd be in like all the way over to the other side of Germany at least.
Trying to decide if I should add a touch more liquid.
Soup. I would say yes.
Because it's more like a paste right now.
It tastes delicious. But yeah, this is not a soup, this is a dip. Yeah, Mom, Dobby's in the Netherlands. So if he drove for 12 hours, he'd be in like Russia. Well, maybe not quite that far. I'm trying to estimate different distances in my head and it's not going well. True, split pea soup should be very thick, but maybe not quite that thick. That was like... Yeah, that was chip dip thick. That was, I could probably stab the spoon into it and it would stand upright thick. Wouldn't be 12 if it weren't for the Great Lakes. Yeah, that's true. You could cut a straighter line. But as it stands, you have to go all the way around. One way or the other. The Netherlands, like in Minecraft. Vienna's about 12 hours. Okay. So yeah, if you drove for 12 hours, you'd be in Austria. Literally, like, what would that be? 4 countries over? 3.5, depending on the route? Jesus. I mean, it's been said, and it's true, that most of the US states are about the size of European countries. So, if you think about it that way. Berlin is closer to 8. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So I think that's all the layers of resin. Pull these guys out. So these 3 I could paint. Are these guys still soupy? Yeah, they're still soupy. I'll just stick them back under the light for the rest of the night and see how they do. I mean, if they're soupy, I can always just like scrape it off and do it with this resin. Golly. Aunt Nancy's about 20 hours? Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. I have paint. My paint is over here. 1 second. I'm also going to need a glass of water, which I've got. 1 second. water required. And my paintbrush is right here. Only mildly clay splattered. Only have to drive through Germany that you could easily find. I always forget for some reason how far north the Netherlands is. For some reason in my mind I always end up flipping the Netherlands and Belgium. And I think that Netherlands is like hemmed in by France. But no, that's Belgium. Right, this is what I want. This is why I want a little bit of a better camera. So that when I do stuff like this, you guys can get a better view of it. Belgium is just some parts of the Netherlands and France that don't quite understand they're not supposed to be a country together. Yeah. I mean, that's always kind of the impression I've gotten. Chocolate. All of the chocolate lovers moved to one region and decided, hey, let's make a country. Your brain loves to dump Denmark in with Belgium and the Netherlands geographically. Oh, Merlin's resubscribed for another month. For 6 months? Oh shit, has it really been 6 months? Oh my gosh. Good grief. Has it been 6 months? I mean, I've been streaming since April, which is wild to think about. Or March? Late March. Like, I'll be having a stream anniversary before we know it, which is insane to me. Okay, but Yalk, don't feel too bad. When I was a kid, I always thought that when people said, like, Dutch things, it meant from Denmark, because my brain was just like, oh, Dutch, it starts with a D, that must mean Denmark. And I just thought that Danish was a kind of pastry. It took me forever for some reason, to like figure out that Dutch meant Netherlands. And I don't know why. Probably just like lack of exposure, but yeah, I have no excuse. But I distinctly remember being like, but why doesn't Dutch mean Denmark? It's got D's. Why does Dutch mean Netherlands? They don't sound the same at all. You know, little kid logic. Come on, paint a straight line. Come on, self. Oh, that's not a straight line. Oh well, close enough. Slightly bent. This just in soup good. Which gets especially fun when you throw Holland into the mix. Yep. Fun fact, the Japanese name for the Netherlands is Oranda, because they've traded with the Netherlands so long that they just were calling it Holland first and just never got out of the habit. So to this day, Oranda is what they call the Netherlands. Which is kind of cute when you think about it. Which you shouldn't. Yeah. Like, yeah, totally. Holland is just a region of the Netherlands. But historically speaking... Okay, Merlin, have a safe drive home. I'll probably do these painty things and then wrap up. You're mostly trading with the County of Holland? Yeah. Dude, it is so wild. Like, one of the things I learned while studying Japan was just how many things... So for a long time, of course, Japan had closed borders. And they only kept trading relations with, I believe, 3 countries. China, the Empire of China, the Empire of Korea, and the Netherlands. And then sort of Portugal, kind of, for part of the time. So, like, so many things, like coffee, chocolate, beer, were all first introduced to Japan by the Netherlands. Because it was their trading ships that would bring it in. Which is just completely wild to think about. Like, these things that we completely take for granted. It's like, oh yeah, they would have to be introduced into nations where they're not, like, native. There would have to be somebody that was, like, the first person to trade X good here. Alright, I think that's about as good as it's going to get for Sage. Slightly lopsided, but recognizable. I'll take it. We were the only ones who could trade with Japan because you were the only Westerners who were happy to leave religion out of it. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Total makes sense. Yeah, and lots of Western loanwords absorbed by the Japanese are based on Dutch and Portuguese. There's also another one of my favorite sort of historical fun facts is that there's an island in Japan that's near, it's like off the coast in the port of Hiroshima. Port of Nagasaki, called Dejima Island. And it was the only, so when Japan was like super isolationist, they wouldn't let foreigners even step foot on Japanese soil. They could only land at Dejima Island, and that was the only place they were allowed to like get off their ships. And during the Napoleonic Wars, when the Netherlands was like basically absorbed by Napoleon, and you might have to correct me if I'm wrong here, Dobby, but I think I've got it right. Basically the royal family fled and went into hiding, and Napoleon kind of like absorbed the all of the Dutch lands and stuff and dissolved their government. But the governor that was in charge of Dejima Island in Japan refused to acknowledge Napoleonic rule and basically stuffed his fingers in his ears and went, la 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 la, can't hear you, I'm still Dutch. And so for like 3 or 4 years, the only place in the world where the Dutch flag was actually flying was in Dejima Island. Like, I thought that was so cool when I heard it. It's just like such a neat little... Same brain cell starting to talk about the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dejima Island is really cool. Like, when you read about it and study it, I wish I had gotten a chance to visit while I was in Japan. But alas, I did not. What were the French gonna do about it? Yeah, true. All the way on the other side of the world. Well, apparently they kept sending him letters being like, hey dude, you know that you're French now, right? And he just kind of burned them and ignored them. Which I thought was hilarious. Like, props to you, my dude. Oh yeah, and Japan definitely would have had opinions if the French came and tried to do anything about it. Absolutely. Man, another thing about growing up American, like you hear all about I'm sure Canadian education is probably the same. Well, maybe. Where like as a kid in the States, you learn about the War of 1812. And because you're learning about the American side of it, I always just figured like, oh yeah, the War of 1812, like it was such a thing. And then I grew up and I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was just kind of a sideline of the Napoleonic Wars. It was like the little North American tussle that nobody paid attention to because, hello, the Napoleonic Wars were happening. Oh, not long now, strong contractions? Okay, good. Well, I mean, relatively good. Hopefully Cassidy's still doing okay. Sorry, trying to make sure this stays in frame while also being steady enough to actually do the painting. Yeah, the exhibit that we went to on the War of 1812, and the British were basically like, guys, we're busy. Oh yeah, that's true. And the French and Indian Wars were basically just like a little sideline to the 7 Years' War. Same thing. Well, sort of. Same idea. Probably should have done the filling and the final sealing before I did the painting, but whatever, it's fine. Australia participated in World War One? Yeah, they absolutely did. It was just the like from my understanding, because of the way governance works, most of the time the Australian and New Zealand and even the Canadian soldiers were just kind of rolled into British units, so people would just kind of collectively be like, oh, the British, even if it was like a Canadian or an Australian unit. Correcting us on one thing. Didn't have a royal family at the time of the Napoleonic Wars? Oh, okay. I was probably conflating it with World War II, which is another story that I love because of the connections between the Netherlands and Canada that forged. So it was just the government that went into exile during the Napoleonic Wars then. Makes sense. But also thank you for the correction. I much appreciate it. Burp. But wasn't there a Dutch royal family prior to that? Like weren't there Dutch royals like back in the like 1600s and stuff? Cuz like William of Orange and all that's older, right? Or am I just somehow completely mixing up my historical time periods? There we go. All right, I think that's good. I don't want to mess with them too much more. Actually, yeah, that one's looking pretty good. Just a touch up here. Yeah, there we go. So we don't want to mess with it too much more. Oh, the first foreign nation to recognize the American flag as being one of a sovereign separate country. Neat! Yeah, Nightbot auto counts the burps. It's a, so I've got a command set up in the Nightbot where each time I give the command, it increments up once. That's also why I'm the only, well, me and my mod, Merlin, are the only ones that can do that. Like, if you typed burb, mom, it would do the Eorzea Hopebot command. It would come up with a picture, but it wouldn't increment the counter. Merlin and I are the only ones that can activate the Nightbot command just to try to keep accidental counts from happening. Because I count once each hour. So, you know, once each time the bird clock goes off. Because it's just kind of a fun way to, like, track how many hours I've streamed. And also, we love the bird clock. Okay, so these are ready to be filled. Are these guys even hard yet? Can you guys just not be tacky? Nope, still pretty tacky. What the heck? Alright, I'm gonna leave them. We'll see if they harden up overnight. Just kind of resting. And if they don't, I guess I will scrape them off and redo them. Which is totally a possible thing. Let's see. Unplug that so it doesn't overheat. Do we have something to do for like 20 minutes? Yes. Just move these guys out of the way. Move these guys out of the way. I can cut the... Where did my... There it is. Get another sheet of plastic here. Kitty on a shelf. Sasha's not actually like a climber. She doesn't really do the climbing thing, for which we are eternally grateful. But she's very stubby. She's not a great jumper. Which is probably good. William of Orange and his descendants were the stadtholders which are kind of like a hereditary prime minister position of the Republic. Oh, okay. Oh, one of them was also the English king. Okay, that would be why I was mistaken. And then it is his line that's now the royal family. That would be why I kept getting confused. Because I've definitely heard about the marriage alliance with England. And I guess my brain just kind of conflated that to being like, oh yeah, he's also a Dutch royal, obviously. And I always hear, you know, oh, the line of Orange, or the House of Orange is the royal house. And I just kind of probably assumed that that was always the case. So thank you, Dobby. I appreciate the clarifications in the history lesson. Because I love history, and I love learning new things. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. Everyone else, also take a drink. Whatever you have handy. You might actually get Jigglypuff painting stream tomorrow. Because she was gonna paint tonight. So part of the painting, the Moogle that she needs to paint, was is a wedding present for the friend that got married a couple weeks ago. And we're actually going to have dinner with them this weekend. So she's kind of hoping to have it done by then, so that we can give it to them not too terribly late. Which means that she needs to get painting in the next day or two. So I might let her co-op my stream tomorrow, so that she can paint then. Plastic into the trash bin with you. And you. Off my table. I need to actually just give this table a good scrub. There we go. There's those two. Cute pic of Lance in break time. Yeah, that's what I was saying the other day about, remember how he used to sit on the folded towels like that? He used to just hang out on the laundry. But yeah, that's one of my favorite pictures of him. Okay. Dry off the alcohol here. So now we have another moon and another heart. So which two? Need another two. No doubles. I need another 2 classes, chat. And yes, Sasha is a patat cat. Her legs aren't munchkin cat short, but she is kind of stubby. Yeah, it's true. She's a short kitty. In 1776, an American naval ship came into the port of St. Eustatius, one of the Dutch Antilles, and got a mercantile salute, which the British viewed as recognition of the rebels. Oh, nice! Culinarian. I don't have that one printed, Yalk. Although I considered I'll probably add them to my template sheet at some point. But I can do a high qual symbol. I can do that. Summoner and Sam. I haven't done caster or melee. That's true. Alright. So let's do a Summoner Heart, because everybody loves Carby. And, you know, moons are practically traditional for Sams. We'll do like kind of a tilted, off-kilter Sam. There we go. Too late, Yauk. Okay. Sharpie. But I will be doing more of these. For sure. Like I said, now that I'm back at it, I'll be doing some that aren't the Trans Pride flag too. It's just these, I've wanted to have these up for quite a while because the proceeds will be going to Chris's GoFundMe. But like I said, I just haven't had a batch that I actually like well enough. But like one of the test ones I did was Scholar for Kriya. And I did it in like the green that's his main Scholar glam color, and it turned out really, really good. Okay, there's Summoner. Baby! Everyone send all the good vibes to my brother and his wife and his new little boy. This is Samurai, right? Yeah, this is Sam. Had a moment. Gosh, this one's so curvy. This is going to be interesting to paint. I do like how intricate it is, but also it's almost too intricate. This space in the middle a little bigger so it'll be noticeable. Baby cannon go bang? It's a baby! Hit the deck! No! Although, I mean, knowing Andrew... I feel like Cassidy might have some problems if there was that much velocity. There we go. Sam. Ooh, that turned out nice. Hopefully I'll be able to do it justice in painting. Alright. I'm not gonna go ahead and seal them right now. I'm gonna poke at these annoyed. Yeah, still tacky. What the hell? Yeah, I'm not using any more of that brand. I'll have to go on and take a look at the one Merlin linked and or get another bottle of this one. Because I think this one comes in larger bottles too. I just got a small one so I could try it. But I definitely like this one a lot more than that one. Andrew might go boom. Yeah, that's true. Has he actually hit the floor yet? Or is he handling himself alright? But yeah, I think I will wrap it there for tonight. A little bit early, but I can't really get into the next bit of it without running over. So I do have isopropyl alcohol. I don't know if it's tacky because it's not fully cured, or if it's because I'm actually leaving fingerprints in it, which makes me think it's not quite fully cured. But also sometimes UV resin is just like that, and it needs time to like sit and settle. So I'm just gonna leave them overnight, and we'll see how they look tomorrow. And like I said, if they're still like really gummy, I can always squeegee them off and then switch to the other resin. But we'll see. We'll see how they look tomorrow. But yeah, I will call it there for tonight. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. We'll be back tomorrow, either me or Kaylee possibly doing some painting. We'll figure out one or the other. But yeah. Andrew's doing okay? Okay, good. Oh, good night, Dobby. Have a good sleep. Have a good night. Let me see. No, I want the other window. Yes, this window. See if there's anyone up to raid. I will send you toward ducks again. Ducks are always up and ducks are always fun. Oh, it looks like a really pretty sunset over there too. Everyone have a good night. Sleep well, rest well, keep yourselves hydrated and safe and healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.